good everyone, and welcome back to House Durrandon. Let's go ahead and see what has happened since last time. Okay, so we've got a message from House Gardener. Mighty Lords of Durrandon. For years, we have warred for... The Steam overlay just turned up for no reason. Let's see. For years we warred for no reason. Warred for reasons forgotten by the amnesia brought on by the mystery event known as Turn 1 or Turn 0. Which I guess is, if you would go ahead and, what's it called, power game, that would be true. But he forgets that he slaughtered us at the Bronze Gate. And that is why we are at war. Because we are to revenge the massacre at Bronze Gate. And seeing as though the leader of House Gardener is a 16-year-old weakling who surrounds himself with yes-men, it seems like just the right opportunity to go ahead and strike at them. If you were to roleplay, so we got those two different sort of. But even we have the two choices, sort of power game or roleplay. But either way, the result is going to be the same. But let's read on. Now I wonder if it might be better to focus on more deserving opponents, such as the hideous and clearly mentally deprived AI menace. Although my diplomats are far from your border, perhaps a truce of sorts could be organized on the strength of a man's honor, honorable word. Perhaps even the whole land would fall to our combined efforts, were we to become friends. I eagerly await your witty and lucid response. Lord Garth Isildur of Highgarden. I guess they've got a picture of Isildur for the 16-year-old boy, as I have what looks to be Donald Trump for Durrandon the 6th. But as I said, we have the power game option, or we have the roleplay option. But they both have the same outcome, because if we go for the roleplay one, I'd very unlikely strike a peace with them. For the power game, that's not very convenient for me either. It's convenient for him to not fight us, and then just mop up all, as he says, the quite stupid AI. And so then his disadvantage becomes to an advantage, because he has a war with all these small factions, which he can eat up, and he is already the biggest faction. Now he's going to become even bigger, and I'm going to sit on the sideline and watch him just take everything. And if we look, where can I expand? I'm expanding down here, but then I'll run into Wise Coffin, and I have no super interest of going down into these lands more than just right now I'm at war with them, and I want to sort of secure this area for the future. But I'm not super interested in conquering. What's this land called? It's called the Martells. They come from Dorne, so the Dornish lands. So I have no great interest. The other option then would be to go north, but as we see here, I would have to have a navy and stuff, and the Bar Emmons, we have to go through there. Or I could take the much easier route and go towards the Riverlands. I guess this is sort of from here somewhere. I'm not entirely sure what actually qualifies as the Riverlands, but it's quite a lot this is probably still called the Reach, but this is the Riverlands up here. And so a white piece is something I will not agree on. What I will agree on is, first of all, I think that if we are to have a peace, we'll have to, or be allies, we have to be equal allies. If I strike a bargain just completely open, he's gonna swell and become bigger than me, and then it's basically gonna be like he's USA and I'm Great Britain. Maybe we think we're equal, but we're not. And the great power, he's just gonna, and if it turns, he can just, you know, stomp me. So, just as the sort of the roleplay reason to keep the war, because we need to sort of get on an equal terms with Garner. As we can see, the faction ranking is they're going quite steep upwards compared with us. And if we go for military, we're quite even on military, so military is an option for us. Production is weird and probably can't make anything out of that. Territorial ranking, however, we can see that I am on 19, while he clearly is, well, he's almost, it's really hard to tell because there's supposed to be 6, there's 6 territories in between, and it's sort of, I'm not sure if he's on 3 territories above 24, probably not. He's got 27 or something, while I have 19. So that's quite a lot of territories compared with me. And more importantly, if we go to the financial ranking, we can see that I quickly drop almost to 0 there in the start. And well, he's been the richest faction. I guess he spent a lot of money here, but you can see it's quickly going up here. I'm not sure, maybe it was because he lost an army, which would work for us. Population ranking, there's where we can see a very big difference. He's got 90,000 to my maybe 70,000 or less. So I'm looking to, right now as well, I have won a battle against him. He has won nothing against me. And I don't like the fact that he's eating up my ally over here. Good thing though is that his army is probably somewhere around here. If we go and find, there it is. So I don't think he actually has more than one army in the Riverlands, which will open him up. The thing about it is though, to be able to move without him noticing us moving towards attacking his area here. What I would probably do is, to start off, is to sort of cut off for this area, because I think that there's an area roughly around here somewhere where there's not that many castles, so we would be able to take sort of this area from him, and then we can hold that. And as well, I would reclaim the areas for my ally as well. I think if we go here, we can see there's no army there, and if we go here, there's no army there. So unless he sneakily has moved an army up north, which I don't think he has, we have that army right there. And then I'm not sure if something going on there. I should have actually checked that as well, but I don't think that. At the same time, is my move to go for Vulture's Roost. We got an army there, but I don't think the AI can actually attack us there. No, they cannot. They can move up to reinforce, but I can move in and I think cap the castle before they... But they can reinforce in the back, or if they're gonna go somewhere else, but I can crush them. At the same time, I've completely taken out the Eastermont faction, more or less. But they carry this island, and I think they actually have something on this island, seeing as though they've got trade going on there. We got a boat over there, so I'm gonna move it towards Weeping Town to prepare for our forces to be moved. Now before this I couldn't actually recruit troops there, but now I have completely taken over this area, and which means that I can now recruit troops here, and I can recruit troops that will be stationed like this with free upkeep here. So we can have free upkeep troops in this area, which will be good because then I can move on. I will have some troops to hold down the area, and I can move on the rest of the troops, and we can go and take the last place, the Greenstone, and then this place over here as well. We can recruit an outrider, which I'm going to do, and then we're going to recruit 2 sergeants, and we're going to do a similar deal in the other places. Since there's a change in the rules, I'm now actually able to recruit troops. We're gonna recruit. We'll have 1 spearman, 1 archer. Maybe we can do that all over the place. Do the archers fall under the same, so they get free upkeep as well? Yeah, I guess they do. Then having an archer and having a spearman is probably a good balance. Here we'll go with 2 archers. 1 archer, 1 spearman. Good. This place, though, I guess this goes with the island. So this place, Greenstone, and this place has to be captured for me to be able to recruit them. And as we can see as well, which I didn't show, but my son, the prince, the factionaire, has actually, since he's been staying here, has been given the lordship of Weeping Town. So he's now the Lord of Weeping Town. And we're gonna start about dragging troops together to this place to move the army later on to, as I said, out to sea. I don't think we have any other moves. We have quite the army over here. I think he can see the army over here, so if I start to move it up north, he will catch on to that. So what we'll do instead is... Oh! How nice that we have actually someone to lead the army. So he will lead our force, this force, which will move towards Tumbleton, which will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 turns. And given the sort of the time in between I'm able to do these will take a long time before I'm actually able to strike. But now we have to answer to the Husgardner. And we'll have to send them a message. To the who should I address it to? The thing is, I'm not entirely sure because what's it called? Crap! Did I send a blank message now to him? I don't think everyone's really aware of the fact that we are kings. That we're actually kings of our own territories. Because, what's he called? Let's see, what is he called? Wise Coffin seemed very... He seemed like... Well, first he seemed surprised that we were at war with each other in the beginning. And he addressed me as Robert, which is not the case. I'm not Robert Baratheon. I'm Durrandon, the 6th of Durrandon in the Stormlands, and I'm king. I'm the Storm King. So I'm not entirely sure what the correct title for the boy. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call him the Boy King, the Boy King of the Gardens. To the Boy King of the Gardens. To the Boy King of the the pretty. Is that... No, that's not how you spell pretty. Pretty? How do you spell pretty? Pretty. Because there's a difference between pretty and... like... I don't want to make a fool of myself in this diplomatic... I mean, I'm trying to insult him, but I need to do it right. Yeah, that is actually how you spelled it, so I was right from the beginning, I think. Pretty gardens. To the boy king of the pretty gardens. He talked about not remembering, so we'll remind him. Maybe you, or maybe the knights. Maybe the knights of the reach. How? It's the reach. Reach. How do you... It's the House of the Reach is the area. But how do you spell the Reach? This is gonna be annoying, just me trying to spell everything correctly. The Knights of the Reach. Maybe I should reword it then. Maybe the Knights of... We'll call it... Knights of the... Knights of House Gardener is a house, so it should be capital G. Gardener. That's oh, damn it. Gardener. Maybe the Knights of House Gardener don't remember. There's not two M in remember, is there? Or is there? Remember the battle at Bronze. That's weird, so we'll move the B over there. Bronze Gate. Got the battle at Bronze Gate, but we certainly, that's probably actually a C. Certainly do, but we certainly do. I will, however, I will, however, disregard the I will disregard that remark. That's weird when it sort of cuts the word in half there. Like, no, it still cut the Bronze Gate in half. Fuck it then. That I will, however, disregard that remark. I will, however, disregard that remark. Allies are friends of equal equal strength. Allies are friends of equal strength. And right now, House Gardener. And right now, House Gardener is fat. Is bloated and fat. Is that how you spell bloated? Is bloated and fat. I just keep insulting. Allies are friends of equal strength. And right now, House Gardener is bloated and fat. Let's see. Bloated. I missed an A. Bloated and fat of the is fat and bloated of the is bloated and fat of the gains of illegitimate gains. Allies are friends of equal strength, and House is bloated and fat of the how the crap do you spell illegitimate? Illegal sounds strange. Illegitimate, the wrongful. The wrongful gains of war. That's a long sentence. Allies are friends of equal strength. And right now, House Gardener is bloated and fat on the wrongful gains of war. If we are to be friends, we need to be equal or more equal or more equal or more equal than now. If we are to be friends, we need to be equal or more equal than now. I also require that you give back the lands you have taken of our allies. I also require that you give back the lands you've taken of our allies. Maybe the Knights of House Gardener don't remember the battle at Bronze Gate, but we certainly do. I, however, disregard that remark. Allies are friends of equal strength, and right now House Gardener is bloated and fat on the wrongful gains of war. if we are to be friends, we need to be equal, or more equal than now. I also require that you give back the lands you've taken of our allies. There are a lot of swords. There are a lot of swords pointing towards House Gardner. And it would be wise of the young king. There are a lot of swords pointing towards House Gardner, and it would be wise for the young king to heed our demands. There are a lot of swords pointing towards House Gardner, and it would be wise of the young king to heed our demands. Is there anything else? There needs to be a formal, I think we have to put like the actual stipulations of what would be in the actual treaty. Actual treaty proposed. All lands. Actually, I put one of those little stars there. All lands of House. Let's see. Who is my ally? House Peak. All lands of House Peak must be returned. No more land gains are to be made by Gardner in the east. House Gardner would not be allowed to hold more than 5 castles, castles. That could be misinterpreted though, because there are towns and castles. So he could do like, oh well, it's okay. I guess he could, you know, wiggle out of that. I'm not an attorney. It's not a watertight agreement, but That would actually be kind of fun if it sort of, well, that's a town, and technically, you know. But yeah, I don't know. House Gardener would not be allowed to hold more than five castles, more than homes do. Is that how you spell Durrandon? Yes, I have it right there, Durrandon. Durrandon. Signed. The Storm King. Sign the Storm King. Durrandon. It's the Durrandon. Signed the Storm King Durrandon the 6th. I think that's pretty good. So let's read it from the top once more. This entire video is just me making a bloody message. To the boy king of the pretty gardens. Maybe the knights of House Gardener don't remember the battle at Bronze Gate, but we certainly do. I will, however, disregard that remark. Allies are friends of equal strength, and right now House Gardener is bloated and fat on the wrongful gains of war. If we are to be friends, we need to be equal, or more equal than now. I also require that you give back the lands you have taken from our allies. There are a lot of swords pointing towards House Gardener, and it would be wise for the young king to heed our demands. Actual treaty proposed. All lands of House Peak must be returned. No more land gains. Actually, that's probably a one word, land gains. Land gains are to be made by House Gardener in the east. House Gardener would not be allowed to hold more than 5 castles more than House Durrandon. And then I forgot the last one here, which would be House Don would enter a non-aggression pact for how many turns would we enter if our demands are met as they stand right now? I'd probably agree to a non-aggression pact for 20 turns. 20 turns. Sign the Storm King. 20 turns. I sort of want to sort of as 20 turns of the sundial or something, but no. I don't have that much more to write on. Cancel button. Send button, clear button. So here we go. Send. It is now sent, and I don't think I have any other moves to make. Don't think I forgot anything. We moved to Vulture's Roost to lay that, and that's laid under siege. And we've moved. And then we recruited, and the next turn I will be able to move the men towards Weeping Town, hopefully load them on the boat, and then the boat will travel and hopefully land on Greenstone. There are, however, they do have a mighty fleet in us, and they could possibly sink us, which would make it really hard for us to win the war, because I think recruiting a boat will take... No, it actually doesn't take that much, but we cannot recruit anything substantial right now. Anyways, I hope you enjoy this, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. So, let's go ahead and turn. And now it's up to House Gardener.